His mom and sister Kimmy. Got a missionary there. Elder Graham still. Come on, focus. There you go. Sweet home. I'm going there.
To that beautiful place.
Oh, it was wonderful over there.
Excuse me.
I am currently Elder Graham still.
Hey, Elder.
Oh, you just getting home, huh?
I was in the New Jersey Cherry Hill Mission,
Oh,
so my family came and picked me up.
Came out from Salt Lake to pick him
wonderful.
up, and I'm originally from Rochester, New York. So my family's never been here, my husband.
Great.
So we planned to
Somebody, we was afraid that nobody would come. You spent so long in the grove, we were wondering if you'd get back.
Yeah.
But it's
such a
hard to
wonderful
believe that when
It
you
is.
get down there, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
so
it
neat.
was really wonderful.
Well, we'd like to tell you, if you can bear with me with the presentation, it's very interesting and it makes it special to have it here in this home. As you know, that the home and the Sacred Grove are maintained by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, as well as the 4 other sites. Have you gone to all of them today?
we've only been to help.
Preston built a log home just 200 yards north of where we are now. It was while living in this log home that the family began their search for religious truth. There was very much excitement in the area, and many of the churches were holding religious revivals and inviting all to attend. One of the Smith children, named Joseph, was very confused by all of the teachings of the various ministers, because they all claimed to be the true church and way to salvation, but they all disagreed. Yet we started this home, but he died before he was able to complete it. It was completed in 1825 when Joseph was 19 years old, and they lived in this home until 1829 when they were driven out. And Mother Smith, Lucy Mack Smith, was a very industrious woman, and she had a business at one time of making window blinds out of oilcloth, and she made her special little designs on them, and these are a replica of what she would have done. The rods and the hangers are made of wood, and the books state that this would have been their dining room, a formal dining room here. The stoves are the cast iron stoves with the stovepipes going up through the ceiling so that it warmed the rooms upstairs as well, so that they made very good use of their stoves.
So was that a working fireplace at one point?
It does not say in anything that we can find. It just told that they did have the cast iron stove, but I can't believe they didn't use the fireplace, because there is a downstairs. It was a working fireplace at that time. If you've been, I don't know if you've been to any of the other historical sites where they have mirrors on the walls. All of the mirrors are usually framed or have a picture above them or something, because if they were not, they were taxed heavily. So mirrors are always framed in the homes. And I think there's anything else in this room, other than they have those stones there that they put in the stoves that they warmed, and I think they took them to bed with them.
Warm beds.
I remember taking the iron to bed with me sometimes when we were little. This is the kitchen, and they have restored it to the 1825 period. They don't know that as it would have been when Joseph and his parents lived here. The guns over the fireplace are of the period. The table is set in the European custom as they did. The big bread box over there that was actually where they warmed the bread to raise. And then the bin on the side is where they kept the flour and the scoop and the flour sifter there. And the little article there on the table that looks like little scissors is what they snuffed the candles with, so that the wax was not wasted with blowing them out. And so they picked all that wax off and they kept candles and the wax in that cylinder there on the wall, so the mice would eat them. We have this big hypodermic needle over here. It's a sausage stuffer. They would get the casings from the animals and then stuff them with the sausage, like the link sausage. The hurricane lamps are quite unique. They are made with the design pressed from the inside out so that the wind does not blow the candle out. And each family had their own design, so that when they walked up the walk at night, people in the house would know who was coming before they got there. We have the old bucket where they got the water from the well and where they all drank out of the same cup. Lysol. This is one of the tools that they used to use that they split the logs with this big mallet.
Are any of the items in the house, are they the actual ones that were here?
They don't know that they were the actual things that were in the home, just of that period that they found, that they brought in. Pantry has been restored to the same 1825 period. You can come in here. Yeah, it really is. They have a compass there on the wall. They have the tool that they clean the horses' hooves out with potato masher, the scales, and this is a curling iron. You girls like to have that for your...
Right here?
Yes. They'd stick it in the hot coals and get it hot, and then they would wrap it around. And there's apple peeler, another butter churn here, and the carding things here that they card the wool with. They were very self-sufficient in this home. They had their own spinning wheel for linen and wool. And this is a yoke that would fit about a 10, 12-year-old boy that they carried the water on from the well. This home here, that they still use the well water from across the street. It's one of the last homes, I guess, on this street that still has well water. They had a cooper shop and they made their own barrels there. Candles. It's really something.
Wow.
This would have been the parlor where they entertained guests. As I've been reading Lucy Mack Smith's book, I would assume that all these people that came after Joseph came in here and she met them and tried to discourage them. Lived in the home through all until the church of moving in 1907. It's quite interesting.
Do you know if the flooring and everything's
The
been
flooring
restored?
is original. It is original. As you walk up there, you'll be able to. It's been here a long time. And it is,
Did you get that?
upstairs, they say, is the tongue and groove flooring, and it is, you'll notice that the boards go narrow at one end and wider at the other end, and just as it was cut off of the trees, they didn't make them uniform, they just left them as they were cut. You can go upstairs. And they are steep stairs, because that was another thing they were taxed on, was how many stairs they had.
They had bureaucrats back then too, huh?
Oh, boy. Evidently, from what I hear, we're almost as bad as now. This is original, this top railing. We do know that. We don't know for sure about this spindle. In the bedrooms, you may be able to see the flooring a little down here. You can't see very well. Oh, covered up. Then here we have the flax crest. That's what they spun it on. This quilt has a date embroidered into it, it says 1847. And the windows up here are original, as you can see the distorted glass. And the ones that are distorted are the original. This was the girls. They say the girls that slept in this front bedroom here. And the younger boys slept in this bedroom back here.
And that room is like a closet?
And this home had closets, which was unheard of in that day too, because they were taxed as a room. And so people didn't put closets in. But this does have closets. It has one there and one in this room. And I think this was what they call a master bedroom. This is where his mom and dad lived, or had their room. And Joseph and Hiram were in this room originally. But Hiram was married just a year after they moved here. And they say he moved to the log cabin, and we don't know whether it was that log cabin or another one. And then a year later, after 1927, Joseph and Emma were married, and his mother and father gave them this room, and they took that room. So that was very nice. This is what they call accordion lap, and that's what is in the wall of this home. And it's very well preserved.
Yeah, coming through.
There
Oh.
shows a piece right in the wall.
Okay.
And here you see the stovepipes that are coming up to heat the rooms a little bit. I don't imagine they were very warm.
Yeah.
That is a,
This is supposed to be Joseph and Emma's room.
Yeah, this is a master suite here.
and this was all around the outside of the home. They don't count everybody's stuff about the tools that they had in there. And then this was the rain gutter. This was used for the rain gutter. So they really were, they really did take all over the
It was around the outside of the home. It has
They had
a rain
this
gutter
around
built
all
into
the
it.
outside of the home
Oh, the rain
originally.
gutter. Oh, wow.
And then this part was used for a rain gutter.
Sure.
Well,
Around?
thanks for your time and thanks for
Yay, well, we're so glad you come.
serving your
Have a-
mission and best
have a
of have a
good
good time with the
trip.
rest of your mission.
Thank you.
Oh, we will.
Very wonderful to be here.
Welcome home, I'm sure.
Yeah. I gotta get on with the second mission tonight.
That's right.
Thank you.
Good luck to everybody.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Home.
Nice to have you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks a million for coming by.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. Battery's about to go.
Okay.
Everybody smile. So I can do my fade. Okay, where's the fade? Fade.
Let's go.
Thanks. I like that in my eye. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Okay, stop that.
I'm trying to get it. Bright light. Bright light. It's a little bright. Don't you think? Yeah. Oh, there.
It's good, huh?
Historic Grandin building. Grandin finished printed the first printings of Triple Mine. Just closed it down summertime for renovation, and they haven't finished renovating it yet, so it's not open to do anything right now. Grandin print shop. That's where the printing was. Right downtown Palmyra. Main drag. Putting that towards more out there. Highway 31, Highway 21 intersections. That's one of the couple of four churches right there in the corner of the intersection. So you put the light there. There's one or two right there. There's two more in the other corner too. And everybody else is in the big bookstore right here. Postcards.